From a jail in Iran to southeast London, a cry for help.
Greetings to you all. This is Anoosheh Ashoori calling from Evin prison. I'm sending this message out of desperation.
Retired engineer, father and husband Anoosheh Ashoori pleading for the government to do more to save him.
It is now more than 3.5 years that all we have received from the British government has just been words and no tangible results.
Anoosheh has smuggled out recordings before, but this is the most desperate sounding, say his wife and daughter, and the most critical of the British government.
I could hear the tears in his voice. I could sense the desperation in him, and it's particularly upsetting. It's very sad. It's very bad.
He's a doting father and husband who loved filming his family as they grew up. Now in jail in Iran after being abducted on the streets in Tehran while on holiday, visiting his mother. Charges the retired 66-year-old was a spy are, say his family, preposterous. Anoosheh's attempted suicide 3 times in jail. Held for 3.5 years now in a crowded prison cell, tormented by the longing to see his family again.
Will I ever have a chance to embrace my kids again or taste the warmth of my wife's presence only for one more time before we are too old to recognize each other when I come out after 10 years in my mid-70s? And that is provided that I come out alive and sane. Will my lovely dog Romeo be still alive? Will he recognize me and will he jump on my lap?
Anoosheh's family are sharing the recording and speaking out because they say they regret taking Foreign Office advice to keep quiet.
The fact that the Foreign Office kept us silent, saying that that was the best advice they could give us, I think that was the worst advice that we could have had because, you know, we are so behind with where we could have been by now.
In response to the family's claims, the Foreign Office said, "We strongly urge Iran to reunite British-Iranian dual national Mr Ashoori with his family. Our embassy in Tehran continues to request consular access. We're in close contact with his family and continue to support them." Anoosheh is one of several British Iranians held in Iran, taken as hostages by the Iranian government, say supporters, to give it leverage in negotiations with Britain. The Ashooris say the UK must do more to help bring Anoosheh home before it's too late.
Someone innocent is in a great deal of distress and his voice is not being heard. And if something isn't done soon, it could be at the risk of his sanity or even his life.
Dominic Waghorn, Sky News.